I'm going to show you how to upload documents to the SCYM website. Now, I've received an email from Bev Randolph here, and she wants me to upload this nominating committee report. So I'm going to copy it by dragging it and dropping it in a folder. Doesn't matter where you put it. You can put it on the desktop or a little folder here, or create anywhere on your computer that you have a folder. And I'm going to open the folder up. Okay. Now, this report has a title. It contains spaces, and it contains an interesting file name, let's say. I like to keep these file names fairly consistent. And also, I like to keep them lowercase to reduce the possibilities of errors in the URLs, and also replace the spaces with dashes. Let's look at what's already on the website. On the front page, we have, of course, the recent documents list, and if you click more, you'll go to the general documents list, which lets you take a look at any of the documents that have been previously uploaded. So I'm going to select the nominating committee, click apply, and here's a number of nominating committee reports that have previously been uploaded. If I click on the link, I get a description of the document and a link to the document. And the file name here is nominating-report- and then the date as year, month, and day. So I'm going to rename my document that I've just copied off of Bev's email. Let me look at that one more time. So nominating committee report date. So I'll make this the date wants to be in a slightly different format. Now, none of this is strictly necessary, but keeping a consistent naming convention just helps avoid little problems and errors down the line. So now I have my file, Nominating Committee Report 2017-04-16. Okay, so let's add the document to the website, and here's how that's done. You click the pencil icon and you go to create a document. This menu title is a little misleading because you're not really creating the document. What you're creating is a sort of a placeholder for the file, which gives a bunch of properties that tell you things about the file, give you a number of sort of indexing options here. The page that looks up the documents uses these, and they're also used in various functions on this site. You can upload the file. You can upload the file to a public area or a private area. Most of our documents will be public. Occasionally you may find some document that has confidential information that you don't want random, web robots scanning all the time. But mostly we let them be public if we can. Okay, so this is the what was that? Date. Okay, the title is what appears in lists and what appears on the top of the page if you go to change any of these properties. Now let's upload the file, or let's select the file actually. If I go, that would be in the desktop, uploads, and there it is. Click open, and then click upload. A little description. The description is useful in searches and just for general informational purposes. The publication date, actually it was published on the 16th, so I'll change that. The document type, this is a report. Status is approved because we approved it at yearly meeting. The committee that issued the report is nominating. This happened at the 2017 annual session. Quarterly meeting or local meeting doesn't apply. Annual can apply. And we'll change this to the 16th as well. Doesn't matter if you get some of the stuff wrong. It's just useful to have. And a URL path is not always really necessary, but sometimes it's convenient if you want to be able to find this right away. I'm going to say documents Again, this is just a convenience, isn't really necessary. Publishing options, it's published, which will mean it'll show up on the website right away when we save all these changes. And we click the Save button. And we get a little green message that tells us everything is okay. Now let's go back to the front page, and we will find that the nominating committee report is listed as our most recent document, and we can also find it in the full documents list, of course it's right up here at the top since these are listed by the date in which they were published. But if it's farther down the list, we can filter this in a number of ways. Nominating, apply. Oh, there we go. And here are all the nominating reports. I notice I've got a little inconsistency in the title, since I'm kind of fanatic about consistency. I can go back and edit this. This is not actually editing the document. This is editing the information about the document. And I'll just change the title. And back on the front page, we see this title's changed there. And that's basically it. When you click any of these links, you'll get the information about the document and a link to the document itself. In other tutorials, we've mentioned that if you want to get the actual URL that goes directly to the document, we can do that sort of thing. And we just paste that somewhere to show what it does. Okay, so you can use that in links on the website or wherever you want to use it. And those are the basics, and you can contact me with any questions.